In today's Midday Fix, a lot of questions about that new tax law. You know, experts say there are several things you could be doing before January 1st to save you money in 2018. We're running out of time. Joining me this morning is Josh Strauss. He's co-CEO and portfolio manager at Appleseed Capital. Good to have you in.
Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
So a lot of these questions about the new tax code involve prepaying a lot of things, and one of them is property taxes.
Correct.
Okay, how does that work?
Well,
we have a lot of people, by the way, at Cook County Treasurer's Office trying to get their property tax bill, prepaying it. There are those folks who have, property taxes above $10,000.
Right, right. Well, the way that the tax code is written, a lot of deductions are going away and the standard deduction is going up. So today, roughly 70% of Americans are taking the standard deduction. And that number may go up because the ability to take deductions on local taxes, on property taxes, and interest, you're going to be capped out at around $10,000.
Right, and in a lot of pricey areas, $10,000 doesn't quite get you there.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah, so I guess the county treasurer's office is open just this afternoon, so if you want to do that, you better get down very soon.
Yeah, I mean, your chances of getting that done by now are it's probably too late. It would have been good had you done it over the last few days.
Missed the boat.
Right.
Now, some folks are prepaying or paying their January mortgage in advance. Is that something you can do?
You can do your January mortgage. You know, that 1 month. That will help you marginally so, but yes, it will.
Right. A little bit, yeah, that can't be too helpful. What about state income tax, prepaying that?
That doesn't help. That doesn't help. So in the last days of putting the tax code together, the IRS, not the IRS, excuse me, the way it's written, you can't get credit for paying your 2018 state income taxes in 2017.
Here's a complicated area, medical expenses. Some of them are deductible. Anything you could pay in advance?
Well, this is one area where it's okay if it goes to 2018. In 2016, when the way that the deduction worked is that if your medical expenses exceeded 10% of your adjusted gross income, everything above that would be deductible. Effective January 1st, 2017, that number is falling to 7.5%. Okay. So more deductions are available going forward. So
what might be a situation where you prepay a medical expense?
You know, I don't. There's not necessarily a lot of benefit to doing so. You know, that's one where if you delay it, it's quite okay if you don't.
Right. What about situations where you might want to delay income till next year?
Well, if you're a business owner, if you could find any way to do that, that would be better because corporate tax rates are falling dramatically. So any income that you're able to delay into 2018 would be good. But I mean, we've got 2 days for you to make that happen. Yeah. And this is the last business day of the year, so it's unlikely.
Yeah. So one of your suggestions was setting up a donor-advised fund. What is that?
The donor-advised fund is a co-mingled vehicle where you can donate money. So take an example. Let's say you wanted to give away $10,000 a year over the next 3 years. You could take stock that you own with a very low cost basis and give away $30,000 worth of stock. And the IRS immediately gives you a deduction for $30,000. You could take the next 3 years, the next 10 years, 6 months, however you want to give away that $30,000. And it could be invested in the meantime. But as you give it away, you don't get credit for donating $100 here or $5,000 there. You only get credit for the initial donation.
All right. Now, I'm thinking this suggestion has nothing to do with the new tax code, and that's maximizing contributions to IRAs, all the tax-deferred retirement plans, that sort of thing. That's always a good idea, right? Anything different this year?
Well, the question to what extent do you believe that the federal deficit will shrink or be the same in the years ahead with this tax code?
Does anybody think it's going to shrink?
Yeah, there are people who believe that, yes. But if the deficit gets significantly higher and the government decides they want to raise taxes again, it makes even more sense to put as much money as you can in tax-deferred vehicles like 401ks, IRAs, Roth IRAs, etc.
Right. I've heard this new tax law favors people who are small businesses and people who are incorporated. And some suggestions perhaps that employees who can switch over and turn themselves into a contract worker, say a subchapter S corporation. Is that a good idea?
Well, it could be. I mean, it's really hard to say. I mean, right now accountants are scurrying as fast as they can just to understand this tax law. You know, forms for filing your taxes aren't going to be available, so there's a possibility that, you know, we may not even file by April 15th of 2018.
Oh boy.
So, you know, the short answer is maybe go talk to your accountant when he can actually unbury himself from all the paperwork he's under.
Okay, and I will be able to fill it all out on a postcard, right? Just like as promised.
Sure, and I have a bridge to sell you, too.
All right. Listen, thank you very much, Josh. Check it all out, appleseedcapital.com. You can also follow on Twitter. For a link or anything, you can visit our website, WGNTV.com.